Welcome, everyone, to another episode of How the Hell Was This a Hit? And I'm your host, Kirk Buchner, broadcasting top from the mountain of Manitoba, the highest place ever in Manitoba. Not really, but if I say it enough times, it might be true. Just like in the 80s, Madonna told everyone she was hot. We all kind of bought it, at least for a while. I know I did until I saw that damn thing in Hustler. Damn. But anyway, that's another story for another time. I run NotInHallOfFame.com, the fictitious Athlete Hall of Fame, the fictitious Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and of course, the United States Athletic Hall of Fame. After you've listened to this, what I want you to do is go to www.NotInHallOfFame.com/USA, and you can decide who's going to be part of the first ever United States Athletic Hall of Fame class. But I can't do this alone. I've got Andrea Tessmann and Brad Nelson, and what? Hey, oh, there you go. I know how happy these two were because they sent me messages all week happy about this pick of Paloma, Blanca.
If by happy you mean had several waking dreams of stabbing you in the face with like rebar, yes, I was overjoyed.
I think the only happiness came from, thinly veiled threats.
Just to make a point here, they really weren't that thinly. They were yes. Well, I'll tell you why I picked it. I find it fascinating that this is the same band that did that funky opening in Reservoir Dogs.
Little Green Bag.
5 years before. So this song is something that I remember a little bit from my youth because Brad doesn't remember it. I do.
Okay, but why didn't you pick that great song from Reservoir Dogs and not this one? Because we would have had a lot more fun with that.
Hell yes.
Because I don't have to question why the hell that was a hit. There's a certain
that
title
was
of
a hit,
show,
sure.
which is trying to get out.
This one had like two grannies in a knitting circle who were grooving out to it, and that was the hit.
But was it? Now, this went number 1 in other countries. It didn't do as well in the United States. It went to number 10 in Canada. I think in the US it was number 26. So in Europe, this did exceptionally well in a whole plethora of countries. And I've never, then and today, heard a song like this, which is basically disco polka.
I was just going to say, this is disco polka, and it's wrong.
Didn't say it was right.
Like, polka is wrong. Disco is wrong. Two wrongs in this case are not making a right. This is making a wrong.
A wrong. So wrong isn't right. That's a double negative.
It's not proper.
No, I think if you add two negatives, it gets more negative.
I think that's what it is. I don't think they're being multiplied together.
I don't know.
Trust me.
Disco plus polka equals this steaming pile of turd.
But how can it be so bad if I sent you a great cover of it by David Hasselhoff?
I'm not going to say that makes it good.
No.
Can you hear the crickets in the background there, Kirk? Because
I know.
Yeah, because I watched the video for Una Paloma Blanco, and then I watched the Hasselhoff version that you sent along.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't better.
I should have sent the one with the Mouseketeers doing it at Super Bowl 11.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Yeah, because now you're just making it worse by adding sports ball to it.
It's sort of the bread and butter of what I do, but that's okay. I have a theory anyway.
Oh,
all right.
Expound upon your theory.
Sure. 1975. Now, we've covered a lot of weird songs in the 74, 75, 76 genre. Nothing was defined. Anything could be a hit.
Okay.
And it pretty much was. Punk was doing well. Disco was doing well. R&B was doing well.
75 disco was dying, man. It was going through its last little couple of twitches.
Oh, no, you got that wrong. That's 1980 when that was.
You've got 4 more years and disco is dead.
That's all it lasted.
It was twitching though. It was not good. It smelled bad.
It was in its embryonic phase at this point.
That's so gross.
You just don't know it's your disco history.
I don't know my disco. I will admit I am disco illiterate. And hopefully I will remain so the rest of my life.
I need to be your teacher in this. I could help you with that. Go back and watch our wonderful show that featured the Saturday Night Fever. It was a great learning thing for you. And this was 2 years after this. Or don't.
Kirk, I lived through that. I was there on the broadcast on that one, and never again.
You could go back to our very, very first episode.
I did. I watched before you guys invited me on. I watched all of your episodes as they were popping out. I was a fan. I was a super fan.
I think at one point you were our only fan.
I was there amongst the throng of 4 others.
There you go. What I learned is in Europe, though, there was a type of music that was starting to begin in the 70s, in the mid 70s, and it really was, because like I was trying to figure out, like, yes, this sounds so different from everything else I've ever heard, but not necessarily if I was in Central Europe. So this is apparently a type of music called Schlager.
I believe you're pronouncing schlock wrong.
It's a very similar sound to a lot of what my German grandmother would listen to.
Right. So basically the whole idea is that it sort of takes like folk songs, sentimental ballads, catchy melodies, and make it a whole light pop thing. This was sort of big in the mid 70s and into the early 80s, where if you watched a lot of the Eurovision stuff, this would sort of come up. But because a lot of this was in German, it's not going to translate. Now, George Baker, who's Dutch, can sing in English. So his real name is Johannes. I don't know what the hell it is. Hey, Dutch people, explain this to me. How can we what's the deal with wooden shoes? It's very impractical.
Okay, the Dutch like their clogs because they also did like the dams and stuff and the reservoirs and wood floats.
Are you?
No, if you're boating and you lose a shoe, you're Nike, it's going down to the bottom of the ocean. If you're Dutch and you lose a shoe while you're out boating, bloop right up to the top. There it is.
You know what I think it is? I think that this was a conspiracy by the Dutch podiatrists. Johan, you've got another splinter in your toes.
Honestly, clogs are very comfortable.
How are they comfortable? It's wood.
Because they're molded to the shape of your foot.
Even if they're wood?
Yeah, they're carved. It's not just a 2x4 that you're walking around on.
I wonder if there were sort of like accidents when they were trying to carve that and make those shoes around the foot.
Well, they're not carving it while it's on your foot.
That would be the easiest way to make it more conforming, wouldn't it?
No. Do not attempt to chisel wood while a foot is attached to it. That's a bad idea.
I don't think Kirk has ever done any woodworking.
I have done woodworking.
Have you? I'm not talking about masturbation.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, the footbed on clogs is actually has some pretty good arch support and is not uncomfortable.
I wasn't really.
Either way, this song is.
We're sort of talking about wooden shoes, but okay. So this.
Hey, you brought up the wooden shoes.
I did bring up the wooden shoes because I don't get it. I still don't get it. I reject your hypothesis. I will say this, as Brad rejected this song, a lot of people in Canada and the United States did not. This is still a heavy European population attached to their roots. This is something that they could listen to. I remember as a kid, Andrea, you being of Germanic descent yourself, perhaps you do too. I don't know how it was where you grew up, but in the Hamilton area, there was the German hour. That was like 2 hours of all this polka shit.
Well, that's
Ziggy.
That's misinformation right there then.
Oh, was that misinformation? That was actual information. That's accurate.
No, that's if it was German hour and it was 2 hours of it, there's a problem.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck, I don't remember what it was called. It was all in German. I didn't speak it.
I grew up in Abbotsford. We had a very high German population going on there, and this song never registered on my radar.
Well, it did in Ontario.
Okay, those Ontario Germans, they're a wacky bunch.
Well, we are. Check out our porn. You'll be really impressed. I'm sure Brad has.
Listen, yeah, okay.
If there's porn out there, Brad's probably at least found it out of
That's
curiosity.
rule 32.5. Yeah.
There you go. I
Rule
remember
30,
it
no,
being played at a
rule
wedding as a
34.
little kid.
If you
This
can
song.
think of it, there's porn of it. Rule 34.5 is I've found it.
The internet's made for porn. For porn. I thought one of you would do that. No, okay.
I was having a sip.
All right. Well, I said one of you.
The internet is really, really great.
For porn.
There you go.
That's what I was. Okay, I didn't do the
I
right
know.
setup because sorry, I didn't know the exact line of that.
You have to
I-
bait her with the right Scooby snack in order to bring out her inner monster.
I apologize, Andrea, that I'm not sort of setting up these softballs for you as well as Brad can. I'm doing my absolute best here. But okay.
You know, he has a fast connection, so I don't have to wait.
For porn.
Avenue Q people, check it out.
Yes, such a good show. I'm so sad it's done.
Unless you're Gary Coleman.
Oh, man, Gary Coleman's the landlord. It's awesome.
He did say that if he could figure out a way to sue them, he would have. Oh, he did. Serious.
I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, so this song is bullshit. What else do we have to say about it?
I'm just trying to say I think I don't agree with I don't disagree with you. I don't like it. I just found it very unique and I was inspired because when I was watching old Super Bowls, there it was. And it's like, how did this pop up? How is this being sung by the Mouseketeers? How is this happening when it's very, very clearly Central European? It is a chirpy, happy song. That's not the worst thing for somebody to get into. The words are pretty basic. It's simple to follow along with. There's no double entendre.
It's on par with the what Up With People halftime show,
and that has an audience.
Mm-hmm.
We're
It's
not
boppy.
them.
It's harmless. It's bullshit. It's very lightly sweetened oatmeal. Easy to digest, mostly tasteless, little bit of something sweet in it to make it go down easier.
But at that time, if you were in Europe, this was a cutting edge thing. There it was sort of like played in like a dance halls and clubs. Here it was adult contemporary.
Yeah, it's goofy.
It's a fascinating thing to me when I look more.
And considering this is a George Baker selection, who came out with Little Green Bag, who had a great little sort of funk, bluesy, almost like, well, I guess funk and soul really sound to it. To come up with that and then to descend into the very pits of hell and release this.
Was ist das?
Was ist los?
Hey,
sorry, that was my phone was doing something and I was just shutting it off.
Have you ever heard my impression of John Wayne in German, actually?
Oh, probably, but you're going to grace us with it again, I'm sure.
I'm looking forward to mocking this. Go for it.
Was ist denn los, Pilgrim?
Of course.
Master impressionist.
We need to get you that little graphic on your screen there, because holy crap. Again, you never cease to amaze me. Like most people wouldn't do that publicly.
I think Kirk has no shame when it comes to
I really don't. I really don't. All right, I'll leave it with this, since this is obviously not one that we really want to go into any deeper, apparently. I think
there's nothing about this. It is oatmeal. There's nothing salacious about it.
I got us there. I answered that question. You were no help, but that's okay.
Nothing salacious about it. Nothing that stands out. There was no big arguments or fights within the band about this or anything like that. Yoko didn't come in and break up the group or nothing.
Well, because they're happy. It's about this South American farmer
who's dreaming about not having to, work for the man anymore.
Every night and day. But he never lost a minute of sleep thinking about things. Shit, how does that go?
Kirk, you make me want to hit you when you start doing stuff like that.
What?
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still quoting the song.
I think I was doing the Tina Turner thing. I think you went all.
Yeah, Ike and Tina Turner. Ike beat the crap out of Tina. Anyways.
I would like to think that if we were ever dating, I'm the Ike.
Oh yeah.
I just want to point that out.
No, yeah. If that's what it takes to get in your pants, then you go ahead and believe that, Kirk.
Actually, I just realized that's not really a good thing. What I just said. What the hell am I doing? Yeah. Andrew, you had one job.
I when you're trying to compare yourselves to Ike and Tina Turner, like I don't know who's who here because honestly, I don't think either one of you would beat the other one, but like
maybe we'd be more like Mike and Ike.
Yeah, and I don't have the legs or the voice to compete with Tina.
Well, you do now.
Oh, boom! Sad drum roll.
I love Tina.
Tina's amazing.
Absolutely. I was very upset that when she died. I encourage everyone to go listen to her underappreciated album of rock covers, Acid Queen, 1975. Check it out. All right.
Tina
Well,
is
I guess we're
amazing.
checked out of this one. So, Andrea, what do we got next?
I was gonna like pull up some crap, and then I was thinking that maybe I should pick something that might be interesting.
This was interesting.
Oh yeah, you could tell. We were all
How?
wrapped with
How
attention.
was this interesting?
I think, what should I just change the name of the show to How Was This Interesting? And then I
No.
come up with something and you two debate me how everything I come up with is shit.
Well, I am a master debater.
Well, we had all of like 10 minutes, so that's better than the like 2.5 minutes we figured that this would go
You
on
gave it a
for.
minute and a half. Incidentally, that's usually what they say. They usually give me a minute and a half.
But
So
nothing but little drum bits here today.
I'm working on it, yeah.
so either I'm going to give you an option. So
The box. I take the box.
We go with 1959.
Okay.
Novelty song.
Hello, Mudda, hello, Fada.
No. Or
here I am at Camp Granada.
with an arguably great song that became a hit posthumously.
Post what? Oh,
posthumously.
Posthumously.
Okay.
Sorry, my pronunciation.
After the person died.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, for posthumous, are we going to be looking at Natalie Cole and Nat King Cole?
No.
Okay.
You said 1959.
No, the first one was 1959. Let me check the date of the other one.
Novelty song. Are we rolling out the barrels?
Yeah, I thought we were done with polka.
Well, I was thinking maybe she was taking some inspiration from your.
So 59 or the posthumous one is 67.
Okay, Kirk.
Okay, let's just.
What do you think? Should we go 59 or 67?
I don't know. I mean, I did a 69 once, but I only made 68 and I owed her one.
88's good though.
Yeah.
88. You eat her, she eats you. Anyway. Yeah. Just don't let Andrea hear what we're discussing here.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Posthumous. I can't even figure that out. I mean, when you first said posthumously, I thought it was going to be Roy Orbison, but can't be right.
Really interested in the posthumous one, but I want to kind of break away from tradition and go with the older one.
We haven't done a novelty one. Let's see. Can I try and guess which one it is?
The novelty song? Sure.
Okay, because I guess we're picking the novelty one, right, Brad?
Yeah, let's go with the novelty one.
Okay. Is it Mr. Custer?
No.
Oh. Is it Boy Named Sue?
No.
One-Eyed Purple People Eater?
No, that's a good song.
No. It's
is this Stagger Lee?
No, but that's a great song.
That's a great song.
That was 61. I know that.
Double check the year. I'm pretty sure it was 59.
Well, no, Stagger Lee. Are we doing Stagger Lee?
No.
Oh.
No. I was just double checking the year of the song.
Okay. I don't know.
No, I'm drawing a blank.
7 little girls sitting in the back seat, kissing and a hugging with Fred.
What?
You don't know that song?
Wow.
Keep your eyes on the drive and keep your hands on the wheel.
Who
The
sings
Avons,
this?
7 little girls sitting in the back seat.
We should have picked 67.
No doubt we screwed up.
I never heard of that.
What?
Basically, it's like they're just singing about this guy driving around town and telling him to like pay attention to the road while they're making out with his buddy in the back seat.
Okay, so you're gonna have to put that in the chat because I don't even know what the artist or song is in this one. I've never heard of this.
All the ones Brad and I were guessing were better than this.
Hell of a lot better.
God, is this how
I
you
think this was a good song. I said the posthumous one was a good song. I said
Was
this
it a hit
novel
though?
song. What?
Was this even a hit?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's see the Avons. Avon
The
Collins.
Avons is what it's called, eh?
No, it's called 7 Little Girls.
Yeah, but you said the band name was the Avons.
Um,
Paul Evans.
Paul Evans.
Paul Evans.
Okay.
Paul Evans. Oh, okay. I don't know. Not that helps me out either. I never heard of that guy either. Okay.
It's actually called 7 Little Girls Sitting in the Back Seat.
Yep.
All right, there we go. I've put it in the chat, but what the actual fuck, Andrea?
Oh, there is an Avons version. Entered the UK charts at number 26. The Avons.
Huh.
US number 9.
All right.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to have a look at this because okay, what was the better one?
What did we miss out on?
Otis Redding.
Dock of the Bay?
Yep.
Nice.
Came out 3 days after I think 3 days after he died. Or no, he died 3 days after he recorded it.
Yeah, to be fair though, that song is great and it's pretty easy to explain why. This one, I don't even know it, so I can't comment on it at all. I've never heard this one before.
Well, I'd never heard the Paloma Blanca.
Una Paloma
That's because you didn't watch
Now I
Super
have.
Bowl 11.
And you are going to have in your head now, all together now. 1, 2, 3. Keep your eyes on the drive and keep your hands on the wheel. You knew that based on our conversation the other day, I was going to torture you.
No,
Both.
you Brad made it specific. Torture me, but make it okay for him.
No, and I said I'm an equal opportunity torturer.
Yeah, Brad, you were shrapnel on this one, buddy.
Yeah, friendly fire over here, dude.
Collateral damage.
It's like she farted in my direction, but the fan was behind me.
So we got Andrea here with a rocket launcher trying to be a sniper, and it did not work.
All right.
Buckshot.
We haven't done one from the 50s yet. For this one, because we did for the number one thing. I think we
Hey, Kirk.
Yeah.
Did you write a book at all in the 50s?
I didn't write a book in the 50s, but I did write a book about a guy who was born in the 50s.
Oh,
that works.
Yeah, Chavo Guerrero, actually somebody that one of his mentors just passed away a few hours ago.
Oh, shit.
The legendary Terry Funk.
I just read about that, actually.
Yeah, Terry Funk had a lot in common with Chavo Guerrero. Actually, there's a big chapter in the book that I helped him write, dedicated on that, Chavo Guerrero Instant Classic, because Chavo was the son of a legend, Gory Guerrero. Terry was the son of another legend himself, and Dory Funk Sr. And there was a great chapter where he was sitting under Terry Funk's learning tree because Terry was already established 10-year vet when Chavo began. And yeah, Terry was excellent in the film Roadhouse.
Terry Funk was in Roadhouse?
Terry Funk, yeah.
Wait. Oh, hang on here. Because Roadhouse is awesome.
Yes, Roadhouse is awesome. Terry Funk was one of the original bouncers.
I mean, Roadhouse, you can't. Oh, yeah, okay. He was one of the bouncers they fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Not the guy who got his larynx ripped out.
No, because you can't do that to Terry Funk.
No, you can't rip out his larynx. I mean, his larynx is too strong.
Yeah, I actually saw Terry Funk wrestle in 2002 against Abdullah the Butcher.
Was that Paula Abdul's stage name?
Paula Abdul.
That would be an interesting crossover.
Paula Abdullah the Butcher.
It's like one of those Wheel of Fortune, like jumbled together things. Like, I'd like to know the hints to guess that one.
It's going to be a
Awesome.
roundabout way. You
I-
have to do a half drunk podcast for that.
Yeah, but every time I do that, it becomes a full drunk podcast, and then we
Oh,
can't.
there's that.
Yeah. Damn, I'm still now trying to picture what Paula Abdullah the Butcher would look like. Because I don't think either of you actually know what Abdullah the Butcher looks like.
I've got a Google machine right here.
Yeah, Abdullah is a very unique looking individual.
Oh, he's Canadian.
Well, yes, but he was the madman from the Sudan.
Mm.
But yes.
I'm just picturing him dancing with a cartoon wolf.
2 steps forward, I go 2 steps back.
Hated
We get together because opposites attract.
hated that song. That was the one that really got me when you picked that one in our early days.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I'm glad.
yeah, there you go. I know you are. I know you are. But I do other things. I actually cheat on you guys and do other shows.
Constantly, and we keep taking you back week after week.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Little upset.
It's more ethical non-monogamy. You're very open about your
You've got a perfectly good throuple right here, though. Perfectly good throuple.
I watched a lot of Big Love. I don't know what to tell you.
That's not
I don't know.
ethical non-monogamy. That's polygamy. It's a whole different thing.
Well, it's a gimme.
Gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight.
I thought you were gonna do gimme, 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 gimme more. Britney Spears.
No, I try to avoid quoting Britney Spears at most costs. Although I did do ABBA, and that's not good either.
ABBA, by the way, did cover Una Paloma Blanca.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm not going to look for it.
Well, there you go. Well, the other shows, I've been recording a whole bunch over the summer that'll eventually come out in the fall, because editing those ones actually involves a lot of stuff where I have to go back and watch all those games and then put little clips and things. So we are doing all the past Super Bowls, which is sort of where I got the idea for this. So it's the Retro Football Review with Paul Lawrence, and we recorded Super Bowl 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We're going to do 12 on Friday. So look for that. Who won that one, Andrea?
The cheerleaders from the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, you got your half. They
are epic. Yeah. I'm going to go. It was the Oregon Octopuses versus the Tampa Bay Ticats.
It's the Oregon Octopi.
Oh, sorry.
Octopi. Incidentally,
technically octopuses is technically it also correct.
And hippopotamuses as well.
Because CBC did something on octopuses and octopi and got a lot of hate mail, so they had to have someone come on and testify that it is correct to say octopuses.
Well, if CBC says it must be true.
It's more fun to say octopuses, though. Or octopussy if you're into James Bond.
I gotta watch that one again.
Octopeds?
Octopods are the type, like all 8-legged creatures are octopods.
Octopeds.
Octopods. Pretty sure.
All right,
hang on.
Oh yeah, ped would be feet. Octoped would be 8 feet.
Yeah, there's a great mid 80s song called by the Goon Squad, 8 Arms to Hold You in My Heart. We could do that one.
Octopod is a cephalopod mollusk of the order Octopoda, or an octopus.
There you go.
Octoped would be feet.
Yes, 8 feet. That's what I said. Ped would be feet.
Yes. Although it's a podiatrist, not a pediatrist, and a pedometer, not a podometer.
No, that's why ped is feet. Pedometer.
Podiatrist.
That would be a great pro wrestler who's obsessed with feet. Paul Diatrist. No?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, we do all those great classic Super Bowls. And incidentally, when you mentioned the cheerleaders, as I'm rewatching that, this is the first one where they just seem to be obsessed with the cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders.
That's why I said they won.
The
I mean,
commentator
I didn't actually know that, but
the commentator actually said, there's actually a rivalry between the Broncos cheerleaders and the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, which might explain why they were doing lots of gratuitous shots. This is a first, actually, doing these classic reviews.
Oh, the golden age of football.
There you go. There's also the retro sports review, or the classic sports review with Glenn Pulowski, the greatest triathlete ever to come out of the Western New York area, who successfully defended his title in Antarctica. He's going back there in September. We looked at a couple things. Roller games that will come out, the 1994 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. We have decided that our next one is going to be, shit, I forgot what the hell we're going to do. Well, it's going to be good.
Damn right it will be.
What the hell was it? Oh, I remember. It's the 1987 Canada Cup game between the Soviet Union and Canada.
ooh,
Huh? Gretzky,
interesting.
Lemieux, Tretiak, Makarov. What more do you want?
And I recognize two of those names.
Not the Russian ones.
No.
Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen.
We could do that one at some point in time. There's a lot of.
We know why Boney M became a hit, dude.
I'm like, didn't we do that one, or did we do a different Boney M one?
We did Milli Vanilli, and it was the same producer.
That's right. So we talked about Boney M.
Right. So, which is why that all.
Boney M, the original Milli Vanilli.
Yes, just back then nobody noticed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those Russians.
Yeah, what a heartbreaking thing to find out that guy didn't actually sing a damn thing.
When I tell people that these days, they're still surprised. Nobody seems to actually, and people are like, "Oh, I saw them live." I'm like, "No, you didn't. He wasn't."
Well, he might have been singing, but it's just like he's trying to mimic that other guy's voice, and he can't really do it. No, he didn't do well at all. I didn't say that he did it particularly well. Oh, one we should do is El DeBarge at one point. You wear it well, you wear it well.
Oh, El DeBarge had another bigger hit than You Wear It Well.
Yeah, but that was also featured on a Facts of Life episode.
Where you took the good?
No, he took the bad.
Take the bad. You take them both.
Did you take them both?
Yeah, but then he had
the Facts of Life.
Yeah. I still have a problem with that show. Actually, the one girls. I could go on and on about, like, why did they have to do the one episode where one of them lost her virginity and had to be Natalie? Blech. Anyway.
Hey, man. Natalie had it going on in her own way.
No, she didn't.
Okay.
She did not. Useless trivia fact for you. Lisa Welchel refused to be a part of that episode due to her Christian beliefs.
Oh.
Other useless fact for you. She appeared at Super Bowl 11 as one of the Musketeers.
Okay, hang on here.
And if you want to watch or listen to information about Super Bowl 11, tune in to Kirk's, which show is it now? Classic Sports Review?
Retro Football Show.
Retro Football Show. Thank you. Sorry.
I have even a less of a filter on that one. Actually, no, that's not true. I have a better filter on that one. It's the one I do with Glenn. I got no filter at all. Zero whatsoever. There's the other show I do with Evan Nolan, my partner in the United States Athletic Hall of Fame. It's the weekly Hall of Fame show. Check that out if you're into Halls of Fame. Vinny Lospinuso does a show with me where he looks at, he makes great Hall of Fame cases for. Last one he did was Al Wistert. This one he's going to do up soon will be on Seymour Siwoff.
Oh, that guy. He's my favorite.
Yeah, well, he's a statistician, as you might have guessed by his name.
Oh, sounds appropriate.
Suddenly Seymour.
Siwoff. So there's that, and I'm planning pretty soon to start the next great show in the Buchnerverse. The Buchnerverse. Why the hell did they sing?
Oh, featuring
Rebecca
Rebecca
one where you're
Black.
going to look at athletes that tried to make a
Yeah, that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I just have to do all the appropriate things for that. With that, I think we were going to bring this to a close. I think I plugged longer than you guys wanted to talk about this song, which
I think we talked. Yeah, we went. The plugging took longer than the show itself, but that's okay. It was kind of more fun.
Brad likes to plug.
I'm a plugger.
Hello, plugger. Hello, father.
I'm a plugger. You're a plugger. She's a plugger. He's a plugger. Wouldn't you like to be a plugger too?
Be a plugger. Drink.
I'm not the pheasant plugger. I'm the pheasant plugger's son. I'm only plugging pheasants till the pheasant plugger comes.
All right, well, both you mother pluggers, let's just call this a day.
Good night, everybody.
Whoever you all are, wherever you may be, the Bucknerverse bids you adieu.